Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about consistency and discipline, because those are major factors that you can implement in your own life, and it'll make it 100 times better. And in this video we'll also be building off the previous video, which was about making mistakes and moving on from them. So one of the first thing to make note of is any form of improvement that you want to make in your life, it's always going to be a process. For example, in the realm of exercising, losing weight, building muscle, it's going to start out really fast. You're going to be seeing the results immediately, but then over time you're going to plateau. And the consistency and the discipline comes in when you've already seen the results, you know they're there, you know they work, and it's just a matter of sticking with it in the long term so that it can make your life better as time goes on. Don't get discouraged by it, take it in small pieces, and eventually it will get better. The second thing is there will always be a result yielded at the end with consistency, and consistency can be applied in any format. Consistency can be wasting time. There's a lot of people who are consistent with that, and the results yielded at the end, be it at work or in their family life or even in school, over time they yield the fruits of their labor, right? So there's wasting time, there's being intentional with your time, and just taking the small steps moving forward. Because ultimately, whatever it is that you want to do, the first thing I would suggest doing is write it out. And then start thinking about how are you going to establish a routine for that thing that you want to accomplish. Now, it could be something that you do every single day. It could be something that you do during the week, and so on. That's going to be up to you to decide. But figure out what it is that you want to accomplish, write it out, and then figure out how you can incorporate it into a daily routine every single day. I've been doing that for the last month, and honestly, where I was a month ago and where I am now are two completely different places. And I've moved forward in a sense. I've been on the receiving end where I didn't set anything up and I fell backwards. And now the mountain or the hill or the journey just got that much time, just that much harder to go through. And routines are an integral part of who we are, and it keeps us grounded. You know, it's something to look forward to every day, or maybe multiple times a day, depending on how you have it set up. So as long as you have that one thing or a couple of things to look for every single day that you know over time will yield results, stick to it, write it out, hold yourself accountable, get some other people to help hold you accountable, and go from there. You know, there's several different sayings, right? You know, like, how are you gonna eat a whole whale if you're just one person? Well, you start with one bite at a time and you work your way throughout the entire whale. Now, it's metaphorical. We're considering that it doesn't go bad and whatnot, but some other examples could be, you know, the first step of 1,000 miles, you know, in terms of traveling 1,000 miles is just one step. You just take the first step and you go from there. You put one foot in front of the other, and initially it may not mean a lot. It may, like, one step compared to 1,000 miles is nothing. But as long as you're consistent over the days and the months, eventually you go from one step to 50 miles to 100 miles. And now you're 1/10 of the way there. So you're seeing how the progress develops as time goes on. And after however as long, you eventually get to the 1,000 miles. So if that works for you, if those sayings, quotes, whatever they might be called, if that helps you and it helps put things into perspective, then consider getting a whiteboard, and when you write out your routine for the day, have that at the very top, and so on. And the final thing is, with regards to discipline and consistency, is I want to give an example in my personal life. So not that long ago, in the fall of 2016, I made a couple decisions at the time, and academically speaking, I did not perform that well for that semester. I was in a completely different mindset. I had other priorities, clearly. But after that semester, moving forward, I made sure to establish a routine from when the semester started to when the semester ended. I would outline everything I needed to do, the classes, the concepts, and most of the classes, when we'd get the syllabus, they'd outline exactly what we're going to be going over. And I'd make sure that I study for the midterm exams well before they're even announced. Just keeping track of all the assignments and all the lectures going forward. And as a result of that, not only did I excel moving forward, but I also saw that life goes on. You know, it doesn't stay in one place. One mistake isn't the end all be all. As long as you pick yourself up and you move forward, life moves on. The final thing to note is life is consistent in the sense of what you do with it. If you're moving forward, you're going to move forward. If you think that you're going to stand still and stay in the same place you're at, you're mistaking, because you're only going to go backwards. That's the way life works. In order to keep making progress and improving and building yourself, it doesn't matter how fast you move forward, even if it's an inch at a time, a foot at a time, whatever it might be. As long as you move forward, you're going to continue moving forward, and life is going to be better as a result. As soon as you don't, or as soon as you start making decisions that you know are going to knock you back in the opposite direction, it gets incrementally harder. And that's the best way to really view it. Other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.